Dear royal family fans, today I want to tell you about an event that will surely go down in European history. Just imagine, 41 years have passed since a French president last set foot on Norwegian soil for an official state visit. 4 whole decades. And right at this historic moment, a young princess steps into the spotlight. Princess Ingrid Alexandra, who will soon be leaving her homeland for many years of study abroad. This wasn't just a diplomatic dinner. It was a farewell to an entire era. On Monday evening, the royal palace in Oslo became the setting for something people had been waiting for decades to witness. Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron arrived in Norway, and the whole country seemed to hold its breath. But the true star of the evening was the 20-year-old heir to the throne, who will soon begin a new chapter of her life on the other side of the world. You know what's especially touching about this story? Just a few months ago, Ingrid Alexandra attended her very first state dinner, and now she's already preparing to move to Australia. Time truly flies when it comes to the young members of royal families. And there she stood, in the bird room, the very hall painted back in 1837, radiating maturity and regal composure. But let's talk about what really made jaws drop. Her outfit. The princess chose a deep burgundy gown by Vivienne Westwood, and it wasn't just a fashionable pick. It was a powerful statement. As you might recall, Westwood was not only the queen of punk fashion, but also one of the first designers to speak out about environmental issues in the fashion industry. By choosing this dress, Ingrid seemed to be carrying on the legacy of the legendary British designer, who passed away in 2022. Now let's focus on the kind of detail true lovers of royal traditions cherish. On her head, the princess wore a tiara with an incredible story behind it. This diamond and pearl diadem once belonged to her great-great-grandmother, Princess Ingeborg of Sweden. Can you imagine how many generations of Norwegian princesses have worn this crown? It was given to Ingeborg as a wedding present by her husband Karl of Sweden. Then it passed to Princess Ragnhild, the sister of the current King Harald, who requested that it be passed on to the future Queen of Norway when she came of age. The atmosphere in the great banquet hall was nothing short of magical. 72 guests, including politicians, business leaders, cultural figures, and even athletes like cyclist Thor Hushovd and footballer Oda Hegerberg, gathered at one long table. King Harald gave a speech in which he said that, for many, France is synonymous with the good life. One of the most emotional moments came when President Macron ended his speech in Norwegian. Can you imagine how much preparation that must have taken? The French president clearly understood the historical weight of the moment and made every effort to show his respect for the Norwegian people. The dinner menu also deserves a special mention. Norwegian chefs truly outdid themselves. Tomatoes with shrimp, smoked trout tartare, halibut with prunes. Each dish a tribute to the finest traditions of Scandinavian cuisine. The guests could genuinely taste the essence of Norway. But let's return to our main heroine. Earlier that day, Princess Ingrid took part in a conference on industrial decarbonization at the National Museum in Oslo. There, she appeared in a completely different style, a sharp business suit, her hair pulled back in a low ponytail, minimal jewelry. The look reminded many of Queen Letizia of Spain and Princess Leonor. Practical, elegant, modern. What's truly impressive about this young woman is her life journey. She completed 15 months of military service, and now this remarkable young woman is preparing for a new phase in life. She will attend the University of Sydney, studying social sciences with a focus on international relations and political economy. She'll be living in a student dormitory at St. Andrew's College, sharing a room with regular students. just like any ordinary 20-year-old girl. Her grandfather, King Harold, supports her decision wholeheartedly, saying that her education will pay off many times over when she returns home, ready to take on public duties. It's a wise and modern stance, allowing his granddaughter to gain real education and life experience before dedicating herself entirely to serving her country. Symbolically, this historic dinner became a kind of farewell for Princess Ingrid to official royal events for the foreseeable future. The next time we see her in such a grand setting, she will be a changed person. With a university diploma in hand, the experience of living abroad, and ready to become only the second queen in the history of Norway. That evening at the Royal Palace in Oslo will remain in memory not only as the moment two nations reunited after a 40-year pause, but also as the moment we witnessed a future queen in all her glory, right before she sets off to conquer the world beyond the palace walls. Thank you for joining us today and sharing in this beautiful and meaningful moment in history. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos about royal life across Europe. Give this video a like if you felt connected to Ingrid Alexandra's journey, and tell us in the comments. Would you be brave enough to leave everything behind in pursuit of your dream, just like she did? Until next time, and may there always be a touch of royalty in your own life, wherever you are in the world.